Hello, and you join me at Peoples Ford here in Edinburgh, and today I'm going to be driving the Ford Mustang Mach-E, so stay tuned for this video. So let's go ahead and jump inside the Ford. Now we've got the numbers on the side like we've seen in previous Ford models to lock the car with a code. Push this little button here, door pops open, and you're going to use this as your handle to step into the vehicle. The door cards up front are nice and plush. You know, up here it's got a vinyl-esque material that's softly padded, a little bit of silver strip, and in this particular model does have this material going on here, which is like an Alcantara suedette material. Being old sound system with this fabric speaker grille in black with the white stitching there, and this little lever here to unlock the door, like we've seen, which is a nice mechanical release. And then down here we've got a little bit of storage, maybe like a bottle of water or something, and other items can go in there. Now this is denoting we do have a GT model with the door plaque with the little Mustang logo to remind you what you're driving, and we're going to see that Mustang logo throughout the cabin. So there's no obvious Ford logo in front of the driver here. We do have the Mustang Ford horse logo here, and in the centre here we also have the GT debossed into the rear armrest. Now there's a lot to take in on the Mach-E. I really like how a lot of the materials are texturised, and we've got a lot going on. They've put a little bit of thought into this. Like up here we've got the fabric, we've got this kind of hexagonal geometric print going on down here, and then we've got more fabric, kind of feels like a, I don't know, like a tweedette kind of feeling material. It's and again that's the way it's stitched. So over on the right we do have your light controls all the way up for off, auto, full beam, etc. And then your brightness for your instrument display, traction control off, and then your front mist up front there. Over on the right on the door we do have your memory seating 1, 2 and 3, as well as your door lock and unlock. We do have all round electric windows, and then the buttons to adjust your mirrors on the right there. Now in front of the driver we do have this little instrument display. It's quite rectangular and narrow, but it does a good job of giving you information that you need. We can see right now we're getting 176 miles with 59% range. This car is the GT model, so 0 to 60 is claimed in about 3.6 seconds, so it's quite a fast vehicle. I like the fact we've got PRNDL like you'd have seen in a more conventional combustion vehicle from back in the day, and that just shows you what gear you're going to be in. Now the gearing is controlled through this little shifter down here, rotating knob so you can put into reverse like so. You've got a 360 camera and a reversing camera, pretty clear and good quality, and all the way to the right for drive if required. Let's leave it in park for the moment. We do have the reversing assistant, which I had a variation of this on my Ford Mondeo back in the day, and it just helps you able to park the car if required. And then we've got electronic parking brake and the hazard button. 2 decent sized cup holders, wireless charger, and plenty of storage underneath because this is a floating shelf. This screen here is Ford's sync system. I won't go into it too much today, however it is quite large, and as you can see it is portrait style, almost Tesla-esque. We do have a big home button at the top there. At any point it can take you to any pieces you wish to direct into. Then we've got sketch pads, there's wee games there you can play, and then you've got things like your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is going to be important for some buyers. It also has the thing in your navigation, if you put an address in, it's going to calculate if you need a charging point en route. So I do like that feature as well. Then down below is where your climate's going to live. So things like your fan speed, you can touch that. And then you rotate this knob here to control the speed of the fans. Same for your heated seats, etc. They can be automatic or touch of a button for free stage. Like so, heated steering wheel. And then up here is where you can control your airflow. I quite like the infotainment graphic as well. You can see with the direction of air going through the cabin, and you've got the option again for things like your front electric window defrost, which is a nice neat touch for our winters here in the UK. And I'll take a moment to show you the seats. This is the GT line seats, so they're a little bit leather and kind of again this suede Alcantara material, quite figure hugging with the kind of sporty around the shoulders there, which I quite like that design. And we've got the white stitching to give it a little bit of a premium feel. They're quite comfortable and they're fully electric. Now they do have a little Ford Performance badge as well on the side of the seat, which is quite a neat touch. Up above we do have this little storage here for sunglasses, and we've got physical buttons here for your interior lights you can turn on and off. Decent sized visors with a little bit of lighting in there as well, which is nice to see, and a little bit holder there as well for things like your cards and things like that. So we'll go ahead and have a quick look in the rear of the Mach-E. Now what's quite cool is you push this button here, the door pops out and it's like so that gives it an overall quite flush appearance on the rear because there's no big handle there. Now you'll notice in the back of the car we do have seating for free. Of course we've got a little armrest back here, map of Scotland, and we've got your little cup holders in there. Now if I jump inside, we do have quite a flat floor here, which means I'm able to sit in the middle. I'm 5'11", decent enough knee room and decent enough headroom, and you've got a decent view out. I'm 5'11", I've got decent enough headroom. As you can see, the roof there's slightly touching the hair in the middle. However, if I move across to the outer seat, I do have a little bit more room than I did perched up in the middle seat there, and we do have a lot of indentation in the ceiling that's been cut out for my head. So overall it passes for me fitting behind myself at 5'11", behind a 5'11" driver. And behind here, this is just rubberised, so it's going to be easy to write down if you've maybe kids' feet and things like that there, but there is no mat pockets behind either of these sporty looking seats. But we do have a grab handle up here, a little light, and we do have a nice B&O speaker with the little door release down here, and a little bit of storage inside the door itself for items. Same material you've seen up front with the kind of Alcantara-esque material here, and then with a little bit of this kind of leather here with the white stitching. So this Mach-E is denoted as a GT model. As you can tell with the GT badge, the regular Mach-E gets a Mustang badge. Now there's two ways to open it. You can either push the button, or we can push the button on the fob twice, like so, automatically releases. And as you can see, we've got quite a cavernous space with a decent height, and I'm 5'11", and got quite a good road floor height straight in, not too much of a lip, and we've got a little bit of storage underneath for maybe other items, but overall a nice decent squared off size. Now I would just say, because this is one of those coupified SUVs, bear in mind the items you're going to carry in case you want anything boxy, and maybe look at something like the new Ford Explorer. However, this does give you that fastback appearance, and you're going to lose a little bit of practicality if you're carrying taller items. We can fold the seats 60-40, which is quite good as well to have split folding rear seats. And overall back here, not too much else to say. We've got a little 12-volt power outlet, tie-down hooks, a little interior light with the little Mustang logo on it, which is quite a neat touch. But yeah, that is the boot of the Ford Mustang Mach-E. And of course, push this button and it will close automatically. Okay everyone, you join me inside the Ford Mustang Mach-E GT. Now this is an all-electric Mustang. It's got 4 doors, it's a crossover, so it's not a conventional Mustang, and you've probably heard that for years, so let me dive on in. This is my first drive of the Mustang Mach-E, and it just happens to be the GT one, which is the performance one, which is about 480 horsepower. We're going to get about 634 pound-feet of torque, which is a crazy number. 0 to 60, I believe, is claimed 3.7 seconds, and you're going to get about 320 miles of range. Now I've got the technical jargon out the way, you're going to benefit from 402 litres of boot space back there. It's pretty squared off. You are losing a little bit of practicality, I guess, versus something like a bit more boxy like the Explorer, because it's got that fastback style. But you know, the boot space is all right. In the rear, I can fit behind myself. I'm 5'11", and plenty of headroom for myself, shoulder room. You can get 3 abreast, I guess, no problem, because the floor is quite flat as well. So all in all, you know, it's going to be quite good for families. If you do need that little bit extra room, I would say aim for something like the Explorer, just to give you that extra bit of room there. Now, up front we do have the Ford Sync system. It is portrait style, like you would see with a Tesla Model 3. And you know, it's fairly fast, responsive, communicative, and you can do Android Auto and Apple CarPlay quite easy as well. So that is a neat you know, convenience to have, because a lot of people these days just kind of use them and don't use the standard Ford system. From the driver's seat, you're sitting up quite high, probably the height of like a Ford Kuga, something like that. I do like the bulges in the bonnet, it makes the car a bit easier to place, but we do have 360 camera and a reversing camera. Now the premium materials in here caught me by surprise, because I wasn't expecting it to be as nice as it is in this car. We do have like kind of the suede material in the doors, a vinyl bit of feeling on top of the dash, and silver trim, and then the B&O sound system sounds quite good as well in this car. What I quite like as well is when you open the door, your legs aren't going to get dirty because the bottom of the door goes around the sill, so when you step out, your legs are not going to catch any of the mud out from the winter road. And to pop the front trunk or front boot, pull that twice, like so. And we've got a decent size front boot up here as well. It does have a little child escape here, so if you happen to lock somebody in here, they can push that button to get out. So we do have the Mustang logo on the underside of the bonnet, as you can see there, and it does have a durable liner, so you can put things like dog leads, etc. in there and wash it down without too much of an issue. Now we also have the window washer filler on the right hand side here as well. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video on the first impressions of the Mach-E. I said it's not a full review because I've not had the car for long enough. I just got the keys and wanted to show you it. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Peoples Ford Edinburgh, and I'll see you again.